Because when you have a team and you put them on one grid like this, how long are your kids waiting? Too long, okay? I'm sure you've heard it many times about having no lines and stuff like that. A little bit of waiting is okay, but a lot of waiting is not. So if I have 3 people, that's not a big deal. Okay, the rotation is they play once, they rest twice. That's fine. As long as you know how long they're resting and how long they're playing, and you're okay with that, then that's fine. Okay? You'll see though, they're not going to be resting as long as you think. This is a quicker activity. Okay? Now let's put all the balls in here. Now, after you score, make sure you bring the ball back to the middle right here. So we got to tell, that's one thing you're going to have to tell the kids to make the activity work, is bring the balls back here. I'm not going to chase them, so they got to bring them here. All right? What I'll usually do is use 2 hands, because what I'm usually doing is feeding 2. I'm playing here, I'm playing here. Got 2 going at the same time. Because if I got 1 going at the same time, all my kids are waiting around. No good. Okay? So I'll usually use my hands. Now here's how it works. 1v1. So now we're actually trying to get past it. And 1v1, ball comes in. All you gotta do is dribble across the line. Can't shoot. You gotta dribble across the line in order to score. A defender can take it away and dribble across that line. Okay? So whoever, if you get it and take it away, now you try to score. Okay? So we'll start over here. All right, go. 1v1. Whoever's first, come on out. All right, 1 against 2 right there, right? That was 1 against 2. That's okay. Go on that side, that's fine. Okay? Ready, and go. Here we go. Yeah, any side. Just keep it even. Okay, balls out. Here we go. Balls out. Next group. Go.
I love, yeah.
There you go. There's a goal. There's a goal.
Kids love that too. Yeah.
And relax. Now, because I want you to think about something here. This is kind of interesting, something you probably haven't thought about before. Because I'm going 3 against 3, they're playing the same people every time. Did you think? I don't know if you thought about that, but it is something to think about, right? I want them to go against different people, right? So the way I could do that is if I put a 4th player on one of the sides, or just take one away, maybe put it in the other group, if possible, right? That would just something to think about, right? So that they're not always going the same people every time. Okay? Ready? Go. Good, and relax. Now, a couple of things we're looking for here. Our kids will try to do too many moves, or they'll try to wait too long. If we're trying to beat somebody in a real game, right? It's got to be quick. It's got to be one move. I either beat them or I get the ball taken away, but it's got to be quick, right? So we got to be careful about that. Don't let our kids take too long in you. Something real quick and you're gone. Okay? Here we go. Go. Okay. Got to dribble across the line. Go. Here we go. Another ball. Ball's out of bounds. Go. And dribble across. There's the goal. There's the goal. And relax. Okay, now, what I'll usually do though is my drill is actually, my activity is usually a little bit longer. Okay? So actually it's probably, let me back it up just a little bit so you can see how I usually do it. A little bit longer because right now they're too close to each other. Now, will that ever happen when you set up an activity and the dimensions of your grid is not perfect? Yes. Of course, right? 3 ways to adjust the drill. You can change the space, right? You can change the time or the number of opponents. So those are the 3 ways you can change the activity. So giving them more space or changing, right now it's 1v1. So I'm not going to change the number of opponents, all right? I could change the amount of time with the ball though. I could say, you got 5 seconds. I could say, ready to go? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's done. And why would I do that? Why would I give them 5 seconds? Because it's got to look like soccer. In soccer, you don't have all day to beat an opponent, right? You're playing with 11 against 11. The longer you take, the defense gets back. So it's got to happen quick, right? So sometimes doing that could help, all right? I think we're good with this.